Hey there, Luminary here, and it is the 8th of October, 2011. And, I'm almost thankful there wasn't really anything big going on this week. I think that the biggest thing was Steve Jobs leaving us, and that was really a horrible thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a big fan of Apple. I never will be. But the things that man has done have turned Apple around. We're talking about the same computer company that the computers, although overpriced, can only be described as sexy. I don't agree with the fact that Apple wants to sell hardware with software. And I say that because if you ever try to buy any of their operating systems, such as, I think I was looking at a full version of Snow Leopard to make a Hackintosh at one point, and it was about $120 for a full version. That's it. All I needed was Macintosh hardware. Well, with a Hackintosh, you don't need Macintosh hardware. You install a special bootstrap program, I think. Yeah. And it allows you to start the Apple OS as long as you have Apple compliant hardware within your machine. I guess I had a few things off, so my machine threw a bitch fit and destroyed a hard drive. So that was long ago. I ain't even worried about it. So yeah, I have missed you guys. That's for sure. I really regret not being able to do videos most of the week. I tried to get something out, but I've had internet blackouts and the power went out. I had to stay in town. I live like 16 miles outside of town, so, to get anywhere and make sure I get there, I really need power, and power is very important. You don't know how important it is until you don't have it. Especially when I'm doing stuff like, YouTube recording. Right. And, I don't know. I've had to catch up on a lot of things. If you really think about it, I released almost 50 videos in 1 month. Almost 50 videos. Holy crap, what was I thinking? I mean, that's gameplay videos. That's me sitting here doing exactly what I'm doing now. That's going out and that's a lot of work. It's very rewarding work, I have to say, but it is work nonetheless, and I'm not used to that kind of workload, and I think I overwhelmed myself to start off with. So I'm going to try to take it easy from here on out. I'm still going to try to produce daily episodes. I still want to do bumps. I wish I had the time to do the bumps. Those are so much fun. But, such is life. You gotta appropriate your time somehow. And if I do bumps, this 5-minute to 10-minute talk session where I talk to you turns into a 4-hour mental workout, making sure everything is right. Making sure there's no blank spots. That it is worth it. A few things that I want to do, since this is a Saturday episode, I can talk about this. Like I said, no real news. Everything I wanted to say, I think, was covered last week, like a Portal DLC and stuff. But, some of the stuff I want to do, I think I'm going to try to hit up Athene's channel as much as possible and hit up the videos on his banner and, send a comment that doesn't sound like, if you ever go to any of those guys that he features, if you ever go to any of the YouTubers that he features, and you look at the comment section looks like it has a stutter. There's no real substance. It's just like, hey, I looked at your video. Hey, I left a bunch of T's on your comments. See ya. And, I wanted to have a little bit of substance. Give a little bit of critique. If it was chosen, or if this is a video you wanted featured, I really wanted to make it known, hey, this is pretty badass. Not to plug my own channel. That's kind of lame. It's like, hey, everybody's coming here. I'm going to say, watch my stuff. I don't want it to work like that. This is your moment, not mine. I don't want to take that from you. That would be wrong. It would be very wrong. I want to take the folks that I meet, and I want to replace my creeper box. That's what I'm going to call it. In fact, I need to rename it. Instead of Where I Creep, it should be called the Creeper Box. And I'm going to try to replace all the big YouTubers in there that I watch And I'm going to replace it with people that I find that I talk to that are really cool. Oh, I got a dog to kill. Hold on. Okay, he's gone. Anyway, so, in case you don't know, I live in a house with like 10 chihuahuas. That was one. If all 10 of them go off, you'll know it. So, yeah. Anyway, I want to replace all the people in that box with people that I meet, people I think deserve a bit of coverage. I know I'm not big, but the whole movement is about working together. And if I'm not in communication with you and talking with you and saying, hey, what's up? You know, I agree with what you're doing. And I got a variety of tastes. And in my 1 month tribute video, I believe I even said that networking is very important. You have to work with your peers. That is just bottom line. You don't work with them, you're doing it on your own. And this isn't about doing it on your own. The movement's not about doing it on your own. That's why they're trying to help you. So you have to take it upon yourself, to help other people too. So it's worth all the time that you invest in it. And I've met some really cool people through that movement. I mentioned them in the last video I did with, I think it was Foster the Canadian and 06 Arnold Charles. Those guys are pretty chill. I like them. I put them in my sub box, and I don't want to have too many subscriptions. Because like I said, even though I'm a YouTuber, I'm also a viewer. I don't want to clog up my subscription box with things that, you know, I don't really care about. But then if you think about it, if I'm watching it and I think it's really cool, I subscribe to it for a reason. So I should keep my eye out on it. And the big guys, I'll always remember their names, you know, OMFG Kata, Total Halibut, you know, the Smoking Gamer, Captain Sparkles, the Yogscast, all those guys. Everybody knows those guys. But what about you? Do they know you? No, they don't know you. You want to know why? Because everybody has those other guys in their channel box. So I'm going to make it a point to try to rotate out my channel box. It only allows you to have 16 people in your channel box at any given point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to start cycling people out and just start pushing them down. It's no offense to anybody. I put you in my sub box. If you think I took you off, it's not it. It's the fact that I think that box should be used as exposure, and I find new things every day I didn't even know about in YouTube. I mean, you know, I would have ever found Rappa HD if I didn't look. And that's the point. So I'm going to try to put out more content this month. This has been a crappy week. You know, I can't help it. I'm sorry. My views have suffered, but all the other people that I talk to, they've kept in contact with me. And I do have to say, JDios, I'm sorry I'm not able to do your interview this weekend. I'm overwhelmed at the moment with the amount of crap that I have to do. So, but we'll keep trying. If anything, maybe in the middle of the week or closer to Friday. And I'll try to release the interview video when I can. Other than that, that's another thing I wanted to discuss. I also want to offer my voice out to anybody who would like to use it. I've done a few things. I did the epic announcer voice for the Rage Quit trailer onto Raven's video. I did an intro for 06 Arnold Charles. I was featured on Mind Flame on one of his epic blue time readings of, it was the Diablo 3 novel or whatever it was. It was this sentence, and I was mixed in with a bunch of people, but it was a lot of fun. I think I would like to do that, and it would help get me out there. That's what I would really like, and it would do more than just that, because I can also, depending on the project, I can also establish myself as a voice actor, because I can do more than just my voice. I mean, that's not a problem. And in order to build that resume of voices and things that I've done, I need projects to work on. I'm just not going to sit here and make silly voices, you know, just to make silly voices. I need projects to work on. And there you have it. I think I'm going to be done for the day. So, yeah. Let's do a quick recap. Steve Jobs is dead. Boo-hoo. I'm sorry. This week has been Murphy's Law for anybody that knows you know, how anything bad that can happen will happen. What I'm going to do with my creeper box. So again, don't get mad at me if you disappear off my sub box. It's because, you know, other people require exposure too. And I urge every other YouTuber that wants to participate in Together to the Top to do just the same, because you don't have a banner, but you have a perfectly good subway, you know, a perfectly good network and a way to get those other people out there just by putting them in your creeper box. And of course, my voice. I do have a few projects coming up with, to Raven, and I'm going to work with him on that. In fact, yeah, it should be pretty epic. I can't wait till it comes out. But anyway, so if you'd like to use my voice, by all means, leave me a message, leave me a comment, send me an email at luminaryweekly@gmail.com, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. I check my email all the time. And that was the killer over the past week. I couldn't even check my email. Ugh. So, that's me done for the week. I'm Luminary, and I'll see you next time.